Hey there guys, what's going on? My name is Skyler Evolution here, and today I'm coming to you guys with a battle video. Now, this battle is part of a tournament of the Silver Leagues variety known as the Galar Battle Festival. The rules of the tournament were very simple, and that was you had to compete using the team that you beat the game with. Now, looking over my team, I've got some pretty interesting Pokemon with Cinderace, Bolton being weak to ground. You got Thievul there, who's weak to fighting. Corviknight, who I think is weak to fighting. I'm not 100% sure. But having also issues from ice types with Flygon. Corviknight taking neutral damage from them. Alba down on the bottom there, having a steel weakness. I feel like my team is very well-rounded. I've got mostly physical attackers on my side, which was kind of troublesome against my opponent, VV. I don't remember what VV, it's something Victory Bell. I'm sorry if you're watching this, I don't remember what your name exactly is. But looking over his team, he has the Toxtricity, he has the Inteleon, he's got an Alcremie, who during this battle I thought was going to be a huge thorn in my side, considering a buddy of mine that I talk with on the side, he was running Alcremie in the same tournament, and I figured if they're identical sets, there are going to be a lot of issues. Thievul could be running the same set as mine. It could be running the weird naive set with knockoff. You got Flapple down there. Appleton, I forget which one is which. I'm still not 100% on the Galar Mons just yet. I'll get there eventually. And Scorch. Now, looking over his team, I'm like, okay, the Inteleon can do quite a bit of damage. The Thievul, if set up, can pack a pretty mean punch. Flapple, we're gonna go with that, assuming that's correct. I didn't know what it could do. Not really a Pokemon I use a lot of. I skipped over Toxtricity. Toxtricity, thinking, it's a fast special attacker, or relatively fast special attacker. And the Scorch, I had no idea, since I'd only seen the one set from Smogon and it was a defensive set. I'm like, what? Okay, so we're gonna jump right into the battle. Looking over who I was gonna lead with, I was thinking to myself, okay, so we're gonna lead with Alex for speed control. That's the biggest thing that I wanted to do right now, is I want to take the battle and I want to own it in terms of speed. That is the big thing that I want. And seeing this done in real time does kind of suck. I completely agree with Silver when he says that the lack of VS recorder is not a good thing. But we're gonna jump right into this battle. We all have our leads against Phoenix. I love the Battle Towers music. I don't know about you guys. He's gonna lead with Dragonoid. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I thought that was the dorkiest name when I saw it. I was like, oh jeez, Bakugan. I mean, I kind of get it. It looks like a Bakugan. But I'm gonna look over my moves. Thunder Fang, Crunch, Fire Fang, Play Rough. I was like, yeah, I don't know what this thing is. I don't want to deal with it. I'm just gonna go straight for the Play Rough and hope for the best. It's kind of weird going into a tournament where you don't know everything about the Mons. It's like if I was fighting something from a previous generation, I'd probably know how to deal with it better. But Alex going first with the Play Rough is going to one-shot the Flapple here, which is quite nice. So now I don't have to deal with it with an early lead of 6-5. Communicating. It did take him quite a few minutes trying to make decisions. I guess he was trying to figure out how he can deal with Alex's speed control. My Boltund, or Bolthound, or whatever you say. I just say Boltund. Put it down in the comment section down below if you know why this Boltund is named Alex. So now Scorch. I'm just gonna go straight up for Stab, I believe here. Or was I considering Dynamax? I think I was kind of considering Dynamax. I guess I'm going straight for the Thunder, hoping Stab, Strong Jaw. But avoiding the attack and allowing the Scorch to set up Coil. This is not good for me considering most of my team are physical attackers. So now I just need to hit it, hope for crits, paralysis, anything like that. Can I get that? Alex using Thunder Fang. Doing a little less than half. Still setting up coils, which means this thing is becoming more and more of a threat. Increasing its defenses. I think it increases its attack as well. But I'm worried about the defenses. I don't care about the overall attack. Because I know that Santa Scorch can't really do a whole lot to my team unless I send out Corviknight. I'm starting to consider Dynamax, seeing if Dynamax will punch through that thing's defenses, and still considering it. Looking over the team just to make sure there's no steel types or anything like that. I for some reason, when I was doing this battle, I had really poor memory. Considering Max Darkness to lower the special defense stat. If I did that, I could have Dynamax, gone for the Max Darkness. And if Alex were to fail against Mushu, the Centiskorch, at least still have Thievul in the back, or he's going for the Dynamax. Which made this thing absolutely terrifying to deal with. I was like, nope, I probably lost this here. But I'm not going to go down without a fight. I refuse to do that. I hate doing that unless the battle is absolutely hopeless. But we're going to go for Thunder Fang. Does decent damage overall with the Max Flare, which is going to set up Sun. Only making this thing even more devastating. So now it's got the Sun Boost, it's got the defenses, it's got this, that, and the other thing. Oh boy. Who do I go with? Do I go with the Flygon? Nah. Did I go with Flygon? I can't even remember. I did this battle like 3 or 4 days ago. I could go for the Earthquakes. I could go for Outrage, but then again, Alcremie is there. I went into Flygon. I think when this happened, I had the mindset of if he goes for the Max Flare, he's not going to do a whole lot of damage. Plus, I know Flygon's a lot faster than Centiskorch, so ground stab on Earthquake. I figured, I'm also choice banded, so I'm probably going to do a decent number on it, but not quite get the kill and have Max Darkness. Oh boy. Killing Flygon. What do I have left? The next fastest thing on my team is Foxy 2.0. Oh boy. Will Foxy be able to get the kill? We will find out. I'm just going straight offensive. I want this thing gone. And considering Foxy is my only special attacker on this team, I'm still considering the Dynamax. Just guessing and going for Dark Pulse, which will finally get rid of the Centiskorch. The big thorn in my side during this entire tournament. Losing a little bit of HP on top of the leftovers, life orb. Ugh, that'd be weird if leftovers took your HP. And then Yuri, the Alcremie. Now, of course, I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of damage to this thing, so I want to make like a banana and peel out. I almost switched into Corviknight because I remembered. No, don't tell me I went on the offensive. Why? I forget why I went on the offensive. This is pretty much just a sack play of Foxy. It's not gonna quite kill me just yet. These are some really weird plays. These are my plays, and I don't remember why I made these decisions. I guess I didn't go into Corviknight because I knew this thing learned Mystical Fire. Checking back over everything to see what can I do. My back was pretty pushed against the wall. The Centiskorch did put a mean chunk into my team, and having Foxy having nothing left to do on my team, but just try to do as minimal chip damage as possible. Dying to the Mystical Fire. which I completely forgot was sun boosted. I think I forgot that it was sun boosted in the battle as well. Life Orb, or man, how many times am I going to confuse Life Orb with Leftovers? I just want this thing to die. I want it to be gone. So I think I'm about to go into Alba, my Galarian Rapidash. Or did I go into Cinderace? I think I may have also gone into Cinderace. No, went into Alba. Probably a safe bet. Knowing that Play Rough would probably do a decent amount of damage. And I could have run a Choice Band on it, but I decided, I'm going to go with the Excerpt Belt just for the sake of it. I want this Alcremie gone. I still have it in the back of my mind. Does this thing have Calm Mind? Does it have Acid Armor? I want this thing gone. So I'm going to shove it, and I'm going to shove it hard. Do not take that out of context. So, with drawing the Alcremie into Toxtricity, which was a good call. Probably predicting that Play Rough. But Dynamaxing with my Dream Ball Galarian Rapidash. Thank you, Como, for this Rapidash that he gave me as a Ponyta. I think it's probably worth mentioning that every Pokemon, with the exception of the Thievul, are my very own original. Like, I didn't rebreed them, nothing. They're all the original. Max Starfall going off and doing a decent chunk of damage despite being not very effective. And setting up the mystical, or the Misty Terrain for what it's worth. There it is. I carry Max Mindstorm for... Normally I carry Max Mindstorm for Toxapex. But it's gonna... it's probably gonna get some decent mileage here. Now, if I'm being completely honest, I thought Toxtricity was gonna be faster. I keep underestimating that thing's speed. Alba outspeeding, going for the Max Mindstorm, and picking up the kill. So, Toxtricity gone. Still communicating. Oh boy. I hope a VS Recorder does come in Sword and Shield. That would be really nice to have. Back into the Alcremie. Now, he doesn't have his Dynamax. His Dynamax is long gone, and I've still got 2 solid turns along. Max Starfall, I want Stab, I want this thing gone, and how will it fare? It won't. Surprising, to say the least. Setting up the Misty Terrain again. I'm just swapping the terrains around between Second Terrain and Misty Terrain. Jeez, it's like the top is back in Gen 7. And then Bubble 07. Now, I thought this was funny because I didn't even realize that the Inteleon line was like a reference to 007 and that kind of stuff. Now, I know the Inteleon is definitely faster than I am, but Inteleon is definitely a glass cannon where it can hit really hard but can't take a hit. So needless to say, I'm just going to go right into Wild Charge. I could have gone for Play Rough knowing his Thievul is still in the back. Could have gotten, you know, I just want this Inteleon gone. I'm in pretty good shape. The score is 3-2. Going for U-turn, you know, you could have gone for Hydro Pump and probably done quite a bit more damage if I'm being completely honest. Probably go for Hydro Pump, die to Play Rough, go into Thievul and Dark Pulse it. But Thievul is going to take a Wild Charge and take it surprisingly well given Thievul's stats. I'm going to take the recall damage and just go for the Play Rough. Because I knew... Or, never mind. My memory serves me wrong. I thought his Thievul actually got off with a hit. Wow. I could not remember for the life of me. So now the score is 3-1. Bubble 07. Are you going to go for the Hydro Pump and try to kill me? We will find out. Jeez. Waiting. I think at this moment, he was writing me on the chat saying that he knew he had lost. So Dart Bolt getting off neutral damage, but I still think Hydro Pump would have done better if he had it. Wild Charge picking up the kill on the Inteleon, and Alba killing herself in the process. You know what? It's only fitting that Alba did a lot of damage and Alba is the last to go down. And that is the match against Vivi. Vivi was a very strong opponent, I will give him that. A lot of his plays were very confusing, and I do kind of blame myself on some of my decision making. Well, I should blame myself on all my decision making, but that's beside the point. You know, I should probably do a little bit more research going into a tournament like this, just so I'm 100% sure on things like speed stats, defensive stats, that kind of stuff, so things like Scented Scourge can't wall me off. But nonetheless, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you guys have, be sure to show me some love. Hit that like button and that subscribe. And I will see you guys either in the next battle video, or I will see you all in the next video or stream or wherever else have you. See ya.